Today I'm going to teach how to find the equation of a line given 2 points. The 2 points are -3, 2, and 0, -6. And the 2 points are plotted on the graph to the right here. And we can tell that 0, -6 is the y-intercept because it is when x equals 0 and it lies on the y-axis. So before we start doing this algebraically, let's go over a few important concepts that we're going to need while doing this question. So y equals mx plus b is the equation of a line, and that's when m is the slope of the line and b is a y-intercept. And to find the slope of a line, we're going to use m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is another way of saying that the slope is equal to the change in y over the change in x. Delta, the triangle, means change in. And this is another way of saying the slope is equal to the rise over run. So if we look at our graph to the right here, we can see that going from -3, 2 to 0, -6, in the y direction, we're going down 8. And then we're going to the right 3. So from here to here, this is a -8 because it's going down, and this is a +3. So that means that our slope should be m equals the change in y is -8 over the change in x is 3. So our slope should be -8, 3. And our b value is actually already given to us in the point because the b value is the y-intercept, so b equals -6, given from here. Okay, so now that we have our two values for m and b from a graph, we're going to do it algebraically. So our 2 points were -3, 2 and 0, -6. So we know that m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this is our x1 value. This is our y1 value. 0 is our x2 value and -6 is our y2 value. Because we know that points are plotted x, y, but giving them subscripts helps us differentiate between x1 and x2 and y1 and y2. Okay, so because m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, we can plug in the points given our 2 points. So m equals y2 in this case is -6, y1 in this case is 2, all over our x2 value is 0 minus our x1 value, which is -3. Okay, so now we get that m equals -6 minus 2 over 0 minus -3. 0 minus -3 is basically saying 0 plus 3 because we're subtracting a negative. So -6 minus 2 is -8. So that's in our numerator. And 0 plus 3 is 3. So by doing this algebraically, we get that the slope is m equals -8/3, which, if you remember, is the same value that we got by looking at a graph and doing it. Okay, to find the y-intercept value, which is also necessary for our equation, we set y equals mx plus b. And we know our slope now. Our slope is -8/3, which we can replace for m in the equation. So we get y equals -8/3 x plus b. So then what we're going to do is we're going to choose one of the 2 points at the top. We can either choose -3, 2 or 0, -6 and plug the x values and the y value in for the x and y in our equation so that we can solve for b. So basically we can do -3, 2. So y in this case is 2. 2 equals, so this -8/3 still. X is -3. And b is our unknown variable that we're trying to solve for. So 2 equals -8/3 times -3 plus b. The 2 equals, what is -8/3 times -3? And 24 divided by 3 plus b. So 24 over 3 can be simplified into 8 plus b. And if we subtract 8 from the right side, so 2 minus 8 is -6. So we get -6 equals b. So we basically found the values for b and our slope. So b equals -6. The slope we got, which is -8/3. And now we can write the equation. The equation is y equals m x plus b. So plus -6 is the same thing as subtracting 6. So this is our equation of the line that passes through the 2 points, -3, 2, and 0, -6. And the reason why we're not doing, the reason why we're leaving y and x in the equation is because this will work for the infinite number of points, not just for a set value of these 2 points that lie on the line. So this equation should work if you're trying to find y equals, or when x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're always going to be able to find it using this equation.